Why do I have this sense of loneliness, and why does it hurt so bad? So loneliness as a feeling, I believe, is manufactured by narcissists. I believe that the narcissistic parents that you've been dealing with, or the ex, or the siblings, they manufactured the sense of loneliness in you. How so? Well, the things that are in your life that are supposed to fulfill you, the things you enjoy, maybe being out on a kayak in the water, yeah? Maybe playing music, maybe playing guitar, maybe modeling, taking pictures of yourself because you see the beauty in what God has designed and made here. Maybe in your artwork. By the way, these are all things that you can do on your own, aren't they? Maybe the way you sing, maybe being out in nature, maybe whatever, when you're on your own. What narcissistic people do, including your family members, your exes, they demean these things. They devalue these things, don't they? They tell you how stupid these things are. They tell you how meaningless these things are. Now, why do narcissistic people do this to you? And they did it to me. I experienced this. I had narcissistic siblings in California. When I was so proud and excited about the music at the time I was making, and I would go and I'd be around these people and say, oh, are you working on your dumb music again? Seriously, literally. And it had a way of kind of crushing it. Subconsciously, it speaks to this part of us that says, well, maybe we shouldn't do that, right? And so we stop doing that. Guess what happens? You give up a piece of yourself. And in exchange of giving up a piece for yourself that fulfills you, you then start looking to, okay, well, then you fulfill me. I'll give that up and you become my fulfillment. And so now you're putting your power, if you will, or you're putting your need, if you will, to fill this now emptiness, you're putting it in the hands of another person simply because they devalued what you have done. So what's my point here? The things you enjoy in life are ultimately what keep you from feeling alone. Really, all you need is your paintbrush. All you need is your kayak. Really, all you need is your guitar, right? And then go out there and play and do, and then watch what happens. You're going to be surrounded by people who are going to appreciate you. And guess what? You're never alone. Even out here kayaking, right now I'm alone. Come here on a Saturday, there will be a community of people kayaking and hi. I discovered this going to the gym. This is true. Since I started going to the gym and I started lifting, guess what? I'm surrounded by a community of people, because we need community, who are also there to lift weights and exercise. And guess what? I don't feel alone. Loneliness doesn't exist outside of a toxic relationship with narcissistic people. If you have narcissistic parents, narcissistic siblings, a narcissistic ex, they will demean everything about you to get you to this point where you empty yourself of all of your natural gifts, abilities, your wants and your desires, and you look towards them, and then they will play this push-pull game with you where they will give you a little and not be there for you, so it keeps you pining. And then watch this, when you get out of the relationship, guess what? You subconsciously still ditched those things that you used to like, and so now you think that you're going to fill that void with another relationship. And I still hear this. Kevin, I'm tired of being alone. So really what happened is the toxic relationships robbed you of the things that fill you in your life. And now you feel like you need to replace it with another person. Another person, narcissistic or not, will never fill what the toxic relationships of the past stole from you. I'm going to say this again. A person, narcissistic or not, it could be the best dude in the world. Listen, I'm not that great. I'm not all that. But I know you're watching me, and I know that a lot of you are saying, oh, Kev, I wish we could just hang out, right? I would love that. But guess what? Even me coming down and sitting down next to you and chatting with you for a long time will not fill that sense in you, because eventually I'm going to get up and say, hey, guess what? I got to go make a video. All right, peace out. Love you. I'll talk to you later. And you're going to be left there thinking, well, I'm always alone. Because it has nothing to do with finding and filling that emptiness with another person, narcissistic or not. What you have to understand is that the narcissistic abuse that you've experienced in this life has in fact manufactured the sense of loneliness by robbing you of the things that you enjoy. They've stolen from you pieces of who you are naturally. And as a result, now you look towards a relationship to satisfy this feeling, if you will, of being alone. It doesn't exist. Alone is not a problem. I'm alone right now. Not a problem. I love it. I love it. I sleep alone in my bed every night. It's fantastic. Right? How many of you know that? That's Nacho Libre. Listen, I understand that you may want a partner in this life. I understand you want somebody to do life with. But there's a key in what I just said that's going to help you to understand what this person in your life or people should look like. Partners to do life with. So here's the deal. Never, never get into a relationship because you feel alone. Never. Ever. That's a recipe for disaster. Instead, sort out a way to regain your passions, your hobbies, who it is you are, the things that you do that make you feel alive. Sort out who you are again. Satisfy it, that emptiness that no other person, narcissistic or not, can ever satisfy for your life. And then when you have all this together and you realize that you're not alone, you never feel alone, this idea of being alone doesn't exist, it's a good thing, then you can start to figure out and sort out, how do I find somebody to do this with? How do I find someone to do life with? That's what a good relationship is about. Listen, I know that this is a difficult message, and that's why I'm going to be teaching about this all week long in the New Life Coaching Program, which you can get registered for down below. It's only $49 for the entire month, so head on down there and get registered. I do take one-on-one phone calls, also available for you down below. Head on down there. I'll be back with more videos for you right here on the Royal We. But before I leave, I want to invite you to watch this video right over here. YouTube says that this video is going to be a good recommendation for you. That's why it's recommending it for you. Check this video out, and I'll be back right here. I'm going to keep on kayaking out here for a while, alone.